Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Brahmaland. I'm Cliff Foster. Joining me, we have the WSHL Junior Brahmas coach, assistant coach, Joey Howes. How are you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Outstanding. I love joining you here.
Right.
We're inside Zoo Roma's Barn Grill, inside the NITEC Sports Center, and it's one of my favorite places when I get here.
Right.
I always have a burger or pasta, all that kind of good stuff.
Food here is quite well.
It's ridiculous, right?
Yep.
So we're coming off a huge weekend.
Yes, we are.
We'll mention that first.
Okay.
We had our first sweep.
Our first sweep of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to finally get one under our belt.
Yeah, and it was an interesting weekend.
Now, first off, some people may not even know what a sweep is.
It
wasn't that we cleaned our locker room out.
That's for the best part, right?
Yeah. Actually, we won. In our league, we play a team that comes in to visit us, or when we go to visit a team, we play 3 games. Generally, it's a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon or morning game.
Typically, yeah.
And typically that's our schedule, and we won all 3 games against a visiting team from San Diego, California.
Outstanding, and it was a great. No matter what, this weekend was fantastic to watch.
Yeah.
We had Oliver Eklund in net the first night. We had Ryan Mulca in, and then Eklund came back.
Right.
Just beautiful games from both of those guys.
Right. I think overall, even in Vegas, we played quite well, and again, it's always about the team peaking at the right time.
Yeah.
And I would prefer for our team to start peaking right at Vegas.
Yeah.
And then still coming up the ladder going into the playoffs. That's when you really need to be on all cylinders. San Diego coming in, since we're talking about them, prior to us playing them, their record was 9-18, so they were a 500 team.
Right.
However, 12 of their losses were 1-goal game losses. So
okay.
It's not that they're a weak team.
Right.
They're a very good team.
Exactly.
They've beat Fresno this season.
Wow.
They took El Paso to overtime.
That's fantastic.
They beat one other team in their division on the West Coast that's another top competitive team. So it's not like they were a bunch of scrubs. I mean, these guys were great. Now, one of their goaltenders that played us, he played in games Friday and Sunday.
Edison.
Yes, what a phenomenal goalie he was. I think we put up 50 or 60 shots on him. Both nights,
yeah.
And I think he only let in 3 or 4 goals on that. On an average in our league, we try to adjust. We figure at about every 10 shots we should be scoring 1 goal.
Right.
And to put up 50 or 60 shots, and I think we won 3-2, 4-3, something like that. And so, their goalie played quite well.
And that was one thing we talked with you about, Thomas Nowers and I. We came in, and we always talk to you guys before the game, and that was one thing that you mentioned is he was an absolute brick wall Friday during the second period.
Yeah.
And it looked
he
like
gave us fits actually in the second period. I think we threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and he kept it out.
It was crazy. And even then on Sunday when he came back, it was almost as tough. But it looked like you guys were able to figure him out a little bit.
I kind of felt like in Sunday, if I remember correctly, I don't think a goal was scored until, and I think they scored first on Sunday, and I don't think a goal was scored till about 8 or 9 minutes left in the first period, if I remember correctly. And I felt real confident. I wasn't being cocky about the feeling that we would win. I just felt confident in our boys handling the situation, and I know that they were short bench come Sunday.
Right.
And I felt like if we just stuck to our game plans and we stuck to what we were wanting, our systems we were wanting to run, that we would wear them down. And it wasn't long after that. Even though they scored first on us, I think we come back in with just in a couple minutes and we scored.
Yeah.
And then we just actually really never let up.
Yeah, and then you just started pouring it on. And that was one thing that I was very impressed with is that was the only lead that they had the entire weekend.
Yep.
And that was huge. And they got close to tying it up, and they were close, but you guys never let off the gas. You made sure that you finished off. You made sure you finished off hits. The back checking was very good.
I have to say that's the same in respect to us playing in Vegas. Those are the same attributes that we brought back from Vegas with us. It seems like the last 2 years that I've been an assistant coach here, when we do go to Vegas, our boys really seem to pick up that level of intensity.
Right.
And they play at that high a level, and then they transfer that back here to Texas when we come back home and we play and we go back on the road. So, and it all started, too, with coming back from the Christmas break, being off for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
The captain, Landon Howes, had talked to Jeremy about wanting to have longer practices all last week. So we were running practices an hour and sometimes an hour and 15 minutes longer than what we normally would, because our goal was to get the boys back in the playing shape and whatnot. And that obviously had to be a huge factor for us. And I'll bring up a bad subject in the fact that on Friday nights for this year, it seems like when we play a home series or even an away series, Friday nights have been our Achilles tendon, where we've been slow to start, slow to score. The first two periods always just kick us in the rear end, and it's so hard for us to get our wheels rolling.
Yeah.
But come Friday night, from the drop of the puck till Sunday when the final whistle blew, I felt like all but two periods of the 9 periods that we played this weekend, all but 2 periods were top quality periods that we played. There were 2 periods I wish we could erase from the
well,
because actually the boys got quite the butt chewing.
Yeah.
I kind of lit into them in the locker room on Saturday. I think it was after the second period. In the first period and the second period, I think they got some severe butt chewings, but it was unacceptable.
Right.
But other than those 2 periods out of the 9, we felt that the boys just played quite well.
Well, and they get away with the sweep, so that's fantastic. And you've been mentioning Vegas. How'd you guys do in Vegas? How did it feel? Did you guys come back?
We went to Vegas. The way that our league sets up in Vegas, all of the teams in the WSHL are there.
Right.
So to keep it, because it's all for the boys to be scouted for colleges and for their future careers, the league takes all the top teams and they put them against the other 3 divisional top teams.
Okay.
Everybody plays 4 games.
Right.
So what that means is 3 number 1 first place teams are going to play 3 first place teams and a second place team.
Good.
Your second place teams are going to play second place teams and a first place team.
Right.
So we were going in the second place slot by the time the schedule had come out, and we wound up playing some very, very good opponents. So we played top end teams from the other divisions. We went 2-1-1.
Outstanding.
And we had some really good scoring. We had some great defense. We had some great goaltending. And like I said, the boys just really seemed to come together and pick it up. Landon Howes had a hat trick there. He was one of the players of the tournament.
Outstanding.
Him and Cole Rose got talked to by a couple different scouts from colleges.
And that was my next question: is how the boys were, how they were doing with the scouting.
Well, Landon left there with 4 college commitments.
Good.
So he, in fact, will be going to one of the schools this weekend up in Boston, Massachusetts, to take a look at that school and the college, check out. We'll actually get to watch one of their hockey practices, and then we'll actually get to watch one of their games on Saturday.
Oh, that'll be nice.
And then, again, visit the campus some, and then fly back home on Sunday. And then he'll be looking at the other offers as well, but this is the one that has his interest the most, of the schools that made offers to him. So
good.
Cole Rose had 2 schools talk to him, I believe it was 2 schools. So I'm not sure about the other 20-year-olds. Again, at Vegas, that's primarily who's going to get talked to, or the 20-year-olds.
Yeah, well,
and that's what it's all about. So
exactly. Continuing on education or moving on.
Well, that's
through
the
life.
Purpose. Most of the boys that are playing junior level hockey, that's the incentive and the motive for them to be doing this to begin with is hopefully to be seen and to be able to go and play ACHA, D2, D3 or D1, and then even on into the NCAA D3 levels. And I've heard of a kid or two going up to the D1s from the WSHL. We even had a kid last year get drafted out of the WSHL from San Diego.
Oh, wow.
He was a big player for them last year. And I forget which team in the NHL drafting, but he was playing in the ECHL this year.
Outstanding.
So, I mean, he's already there making money playing.
There you go.
So there's a lot of talent here.
Well, and with that, you came back. You mentioned that you had a 2-1-1 record. That's outstanding because you face teams that you normally don't face. They had different styles of hockey.
Correct.
And like you said, they're from the other 3 divisions. And so, with that, did your players come back learning anything about hockey or anything to that effect?
Well, to say that they learned anything about hockey, I would rather put it, I think that they learned something about themselves.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a coach, you can teach systems and you can teach. At this level, we shouldn't be really working on skill as much anymore because, all their skill set should be in place.
Right.
But the idea of getting the boys to open up to your systems and how you want to play, that's your main focus of coaching.
Yeah.
However, ever since I was a little kid and when I was growing up, my father used to tell me if I could ever toughen the smallest muscle in my body, that 4 inches right there between my ears, that once you get that muscle built up and strong, you can conquer a lot more than you think you can.
Absolutely.
And I think that one of the benefits to the boys getting in that environment where they're facing teams they haven't seen, where they don't know anything about a team, and they step out on the ice and you're given everything you got from whistle to whistle, meaning from the puck drop to the end of the game whistle, that they learn about fortitude and giving everything they got.
Right.
So I think if that's the biggest thing that they learned was that, they go out and apply themselves.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, Coach, this week you're off.
Yes.
And next week you guys go out to play the Snipers for a brief game out in Dallas. How important were those points that you guys picked up this weekend with you guys going out of town?
With that put us 2 points back behind the Dallas Ice Jets, which currently, because they have a few more games in hand than what we do right now, that's put them back in second place. But even with that being said, we're now 2 points behind.
Right.
So, and of course, any divisional game is of utmost importance, especially after coming back from break, from the Christmas break. It's been said many times, you can't ever win the Stanley Cup or you can't win a cup of whatever division you're playing in at the beginning of the season, but you can sure lose it.
Exactly.
So, and teams that are trying to come together and mash and gel at the first of the season is one thing, but by the time you come back from break, every game, every point, everything is so critical to us wanting to achieve our goals. And our goal is that we want to come in. I don't know that we could catch El Paso in any kind of a way for first place, but our goal is to obtain and hold on to second place.
Right.
Going into the playoffs. That gives us home ice advantage, and we definitely play quite well on our home ice.
No, definitely.
So.
Well, with that, and then after the very short stint going out to play the Snipers, you're going out to California to play Valencia.
Correct.
The Valencia Flyers. Yep. Do you guys have any special plans going out there?
Special plans as in game-wise or just what we're doing?
Get to enjoy the weather a little bit?
I think we're going to try to play a round of golf on Saturday morning.
Nice.
Actually, the coach from Valencia set that up for us, where him and his assistant, and then Jeremy and I think we're going to get in a little round of golf on Saturday morning early. But other than that, obviously, it's going to be all about hockey and trying to get our go in there and do the best we can.
Nice. Do you have a handicap?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a handicap, all right.
Right there with you. As soon as you put a golf club in my hand, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Joey, I really appreciate you coming out. Obviously, everybody appreciates you coming out as well. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
And you guys have a great time. And that's it for the Coach's Corner. Coming up next, we have the WSHL Player Spotlight. Cool. Welcome back to Zoo Roma's Bar and Grill. Now we have the player spotlight for the Western States Hockey League, the Texas Junior Brahmas. Joining me are 3 huge players for the team. We have number 7, Austin Murray. We have number 10, Anatoly Uspenyev. And we have number 2, Jimmy Anderson. Guys, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Outstanding. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start off. I want to make sure we have a disclaimer, everybody. Anatoly doesn't speak a lot of English. This is going to be a lot of fun. He's a great guy, has a ton of fun. So it's going to be awesome. We have got Austin and Jimmy to help him along. It's going to be an adventure. Austin, we're going to start off with you. This weekend was huge. You guys got your first sweep of the season. Some of the first games start off tough. But you guys came in, you lit it up. You especially lit it up. I believe you had somewhere around the the zone of 7 points.
9. But
9, yeah.
9.
See, that was 7 points was in one game, correct?
I had 5 in the second.
5 in the second. Okay, see, there you go. That's huge. And on top of that, my favorite part was in the final game. You were running up the right wing, and I believe it was close to the blue line. You had just come into the zone. Just absolutely ridiculous. Pulled out a toe drag where you pulled the puck out. It got to a point where I really felt like you stole everything that he had in his pockets. You basically deked him out of his skates. How did you pull that off?
I just kind of did it.
Instinct?
Just kind of did it. He was coming at me, and he was looking down at the puck the whole time, so I just kind of pulled it away from him.
It was outstanding. The entire rink went nuts. We had Landon Howes and Cole Rose were down inside the announcer's booth, and the only thing I could hear was them laughing like idiots. It was great. So that was huge for you, I'm sure. And
yeah, it would have been a lot better if I would have scored on the 2-on-1 or passed it to him backdoor for the goal, but. I tried.
You did it. You did a great job getting in, and you guys were winning. It was it was something outstanding. I really felt like it put the icing on the cake for the weekend. And so, with you walking out with 9 points, how does that make you feel? Were you able to? And first off, how did you pull it off, pulling 9 points out of 3 games?
My line mates had a lot to do with it. Because I had 2 goals. One was an empty netter, but just give the puck to Miggy. He can score. Miggy and Landon the first game, and then Colin the second, and Brown the third. So just helping them out.
You guys just outstanding, and that's with you. You haven't been with the team the entire time. How does that? How was it hard to gel whenever you first came in with the rest of the guys?
It was, because when I was in Odessa and got released, I took 2 weeks off. I quit hockey.
Oh wow!
But my friend Edwards on the team, he called me up and said, hey, just come have fun. So at the beginning it was tough getting back in shape and gelling with the guys, meeting new guys.
Right.
And but it's good now.
Yeah, everything good? You love hanging out with the guys?
Love the guys. They're a great group of guys. Just having lots of fun.
Yeah, good. We're going to move over to Jimmy. So we have all kinds of craziness going on. Jimmy, you had a great goal this weekend. Watched you launch it from the point. The puck came loose. It came right to you as a one-timer. You ripped it top shelf, far side. So, what were you thinking as it came to you?
I saw Murray going up the wall, so I started just going towards the middle, and I saw him get it pass right off the stick. So I saw everyone was in front of the net, so I was just like, I might as well shoot it, and it just went in. Tipped off one of their guys and went in. So
one of the things is you have an interesting wind-up. It almost looks like you round it off as you come up, and then you drop it coming in for the slap shot. How have you developed that?
I don't know. It's just it's always during practice. I'll try different ways to shoot.
Yeah, different motions and stuff like that.
But it all depends.
Now, what I've noticed too is almost every shot that you take rises. Almost every time, a slap shot. It's almost every time it's up over the net.
Yeah.
So is that puck positioning, or is that you working to try to do that?
Yes and no. I try to get all my power into it, so that's probably why I'll always go above. But it also has to do with flex of your stick, height of your stick, curve, and all that. But I just always try to go glove high.
Nice.
So.
Always looking to put that one just past, right?
Yeah. I don't care who's in front of them. I'm going to take the shot.
That's greatness. You don't care who it is. Now, one thing is, you guys kind of have the weekend off. Do you have any plans with that?
Coach said some of the boys can go home, visit family if they want. I don't know what everyone's going to do.
Yeah.
But we'll be off practice Friday, so
that's good.
Maybe some of the guys will try to hang out with each other. We don't know.
Well, I know you're here at the rink almost all the time, and so it's
basically my second home. So.
Yeah, it really is, and it's crazy. But because I see you every time I'm here, no matter what, every time I'm here.
Yeah.
Do you have any personal plans? Are you going to do anything?
I'm scheduled to work, so I guess I'm just gonna work and
there you go.
Just have some free time at the house.
There you go. Make a little money. Relax. Yeah. Now, with you guys being in juniors, do you have any plans once juniors move along and progress?
Well, I have one more year of juniors left, so I'm going to try to play that last year and see if I can get any other scouts to look at me for like colleges or anything like that.
Okay.
I had one college look at me, Lebanon Valley, but see how that goes.
Okay. Now, do you want to go to college?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try to play out there as well? Cool. Now, do you have anything that you're interested as far as career-wise? Majors or anything like that?
I want to major in like sports medicine or anything like that.
Kinesiology, that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Anatoly, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is the first time I've been able to meet you. Now, and I know that you don't speak a lot of English.
Yeah.
How do you like it in America so far?
Me like to here because American people's funny, and I love my team.
Good.
my team help me every time.
Yeah.
I live now house Murray.
Yeah.
It's so funny, funny family. We like here.
Good. Now, is it different? What's the difference in Russian hockey and American hockey?
Different ring, and in Russia many stick handle, American hockey many hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you which one do you like better? Do you like American hockey more, or do you like Russian hockey more?
I play in Russia U18 junior hockey. Here 21.
Yeah.
It's because different level hockey.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're getting better?
American hockey better.
Okay. Good. All right. Now we're gonna have. Okay. Now we're gonna have some fun questions. All right. We'll go ahead and start with Murray. Okay. This is before I jump to the fun questions. What did you have any plans after you get out of juniors?
Well, if I get a scholarship somewhere, obviously I'm going to go. But just go to school somewhere.
Yeah. College?
Yeah.
Any majors in mind or anything like that?
I like to be outside a lot, so like hunt and fish. So I was thinking marine biology.
Nice.
And then be a fishing guy in the Bahamas.
Nice.
That'd be fun.
Can't beat that, right?
No.
All right, now for the fun stuff. If you suddenly find out you can't play hockey anymore, what else are you going to work for?
School.
School? All right. I'm good with that one. Jimmy, you find out you can no longer play any hockey. What other interests are you going to work on?
Wow. I don't know. Probably just go to school, get a job.
All right.
Anything like that.
Pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
All right. Anatoly, you have a different question. Let me flip over my sheet. What is your favorite food?
Siberian pelmeni and borscht.
Borscht?
Yeah.
Outstanding. All right. Austin, we'll come back to you. Superman versus Batman. Who wins and why?
Superman, because he has superpowers, and Batman just has a bunch of gadgets and toys, I guess.
Well, they're fun, right? How about you, Jimmy?
I'd have to go with Superman as well. His only weakness is kryptonite, so,
Gotta find it.
Yeah.
Nice. Anatoly, I've got another one for you. I love having you guys on. Y'all are great. Anatoly, how do you like Texas?
Here hot, very hot.
Yeah?
Because I am in Russia from Siberia, so cold. And we like here.
Just freezing?
Yeah.
Outstanding. Austin? All right, this is your third and final question. Do you have any special talents other than playing hockey?
No, I don't. I don't have anything.
I might ask Jimmy if you have any special talents.
Jimmy, do you have any special talents?
Oh.
No.
Man.
I'm just average. I don't know.
send it over. How about you, Jimmy? Do you have any special talents?
Not really, no.
You guys don't do anything crazy? No video games?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, that's not. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really have anything though.
All right, fine. All right, Anatoly? What is your favorite thing about hockey?
Favorite what?
Yeah, your favorite sport, other than hockey.
No hockey. I think football.
Okay.
And soccer name in America.
All right.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Thank you guys so much. For Jimmy Anderson, Anatoly Ospenyev, and Austin Murray, I am Cliff Foster. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Player Spotlight for the Western States Texas Junior Brahmas. Thank you, and we'll be back later on to have another Coach's Corner here at Zoo Roma's Bar and Grill inside the NYTEX Sports Center.